Okay, this is the 75th attempt to go live tonight. Somebody please A, watch this, and B, tell us if you can hear us. There's nobody actually watching at the moment, but let's just see if I can. Well, there's one person watching now, so what we want to do is see. Natalie, can you hear us? Our connection is weak. Well, at least it's connecting there. But yes, can you hear us? Let us know. Is this one here? Version 2. That's that one there, isn't it? Live. Okay, can we hear it on our computer?
Yeah, because we couldn't hear our own audio before.
No. I can hear you now.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes. Okay, maybe we can pretend that none of the other bits happen. So let's turn this down. Okay. Well, it seems to work if I hold it here in my hand. If I had a smaller, tripod or something, I could mount it off this tripod. But okay, this is the fourth attempt tonight's vegan hour to work. So any of the previous ones that are on the timeline, I'm going to delete them when I can. So we'll start from the beginning. Harry Bowman is joined tonight by Jason Lowe, a vegan musician, and Jason is both vegan and a musician. Hence why he's a vegan musician. And he's joined me tonight amazingly without any instruments at all, which is, I mean, what were either of us thinking? I mean, very, very disappointing. But Jason has been writing and composing, writing the words, composing the music and performing for what, how many years now, Jason?
9.
9 years.
Mm.
You're not that old.
No.
I mean, really, you're not that. Yes, he does speak, Mel, and thank you for joining us. You're definitely not that old. Now, Jason has quite a number of beautiful songs on YouTube, and you were telling me earlier one of the songs you wrote for Sea Shepherd.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
Now, I thought that was quite fantastic. They didn't actually take the opportunity to use the song, which is a bit disappointing, but some of the songs there I've listened to a few times. I love No Longer in Eden. I think that's beautiful. Yeah. And Sails of Shimmer, is, or as it should have been called, Sails That Shimmer. But Jason, I met Jason last year, and I think probably late last year, wasn't it? Maybe when I first met you. And instantly, he's a friend of mine. I was instantly taken with just not only how talented he is when I got a chance to actually check his music, but also how humble he is. So it's wonderful to know talented people that are just so down to earth, other than myself. So actually this is a pretty good position for the camera here, because you can see the vegan life in the background, and I really need to stand exactly this height, don't I? You know, the lighting's pretty good. Anyway, that's some technical speak there, so you people can ignore at home, you can ignore that. So this is the vegan hour. It gives you an opportunity to ask any vegan related questions. Last week we had people join us from the US and from the UK, which was really nice. And what I wanted to do is just announce a couple of things that are coming up this weekend on the Gold Coast with our vegan events. Actually, the first one is, Mel's asking, am I going to lip sync to one of your songs? Well, actually, Jason and I are working on a collaboration which has, I believe our version has a lot of naked dancing girls in it, doesn't it? Except it's not going to be able to be put on YouTube, unfortunately. But yes, we're working on a collaboration. It'll be released in about 20 years' time. And Ivana has said we have sound. He's happy about that. So, okay. So it's telling me the connection is weak, which probably means we're a little bit pixelated at the moment. So you'll probably hear us better than you'll see us. But anyway, the point being, we're going to go back to where I was before we answer any questions or get into talking a little bit about Jason and his vegan journey. Put little flowers on their bits. Oh, thanks, Mel. That's a good. That's a good, yeah, okay, good suggestion. I just want to get this out of the road that this week's vegan events, Thursday night, my mate Wade has his vegan business network social gathering at Mandela's at 6 p.m. So come along and join us. The last month, the greenhouse had 17 people come along, which was awesome. And it's just a nice social get together, and yeah, it's a bit of a networking event too. So, Jason, unfortunately, you won't be joining us for that one. You'll be heading back down south, back in, yeah, oh, lovely. But also Saturday, lunchtime Saturday, 12 noon. I have a vegan luck in the park. The last one we had last month had 48 people turn up, so we'd love to have lots of people come to this one. It's the first time we've had it in Currumbin Valley. It's quite a big park. You can go for a nice walk around the picnic, and we reconnected. Yes, saved by the bell. So. Okay, so I don't know if you missed any of that, guys, but yes, so the vegan luck in the park this Saturday, 12 noon, Currumbin Valley. Be there or be somewhere else. Now, bring along, yes, Natalie, dropping in and out a bit, yes, okay. Thanks for that. Yeah, so, and that vegan luck, bring along your vegan food to share, and these events are really, really nice social events. So, okay. Back to my guest tonight. Oh, when did you get here? Okay, so Jason, tell us a little bit about your vegan journey. Now, you've been vegan, is it 7 years?
7 years.
Okay, yeah. So tell us a little bit about the awakening and that happened there.
Well, when I was a kid, I was born both allergic to seafood and lactose intolerant. And I was very picky with food, but in particular with meat. And I had a very hard time eating it for very many years, and it wasn't until my late teens that.
Okay, well, we are aware that we are having extreme technical difficulties tonight, folks. We are aware of that. We've had a lot of trouble getting this up and running. Seems to only work when I put it in my left hand, and don't make any rude jokes about that. And I got to laugh at my own jokes, and we're also aware that we're dropping in and out. So I'm sorry about that. What can I say? You get what you pay for. Oh, Natalie's in Bali. Are you? Oh, okay. It's
frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen in Bali. I didn't think it got that cold in Bali, Natalie. But anyway, so you were allergic to shellfish.
Yeah, all kinds of seafood.
All kinds of seafood.
And dairy.
Okay, this is from birth.
From birth. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. How did you find that out?
Well, I didn't. Well, my mum kind of tested me, I guess, and I was very sick. I was very sick as a kid.
Oh, sorry,
Mum.
I just had this terrible thought. It's like, we're just going to try you on this. Oh, look, he's gone blue again. I don't think that works. Yeah.
Pretty much what happened.
Wow.
But I always had a hard time.
Oh, there's two Natalies. Sorry, I'm reading there's a Natalie in Bali and there's a Natalie in Brisbane. Sorry, Natalies. All Natalies look alike to me. Sorry. Okay. Natalie's normally near Byron. Well, there you go. Well, here's a very eligible male that loves to travel. Oh, sorry. Sorry, we'll get back to the story. Yes. And thanks for joining us, Robin. Okay, we have 12 people now. So that's cool.
Wow,
yeah, that's cool. So you're allergic to everything. Air, oxygen, your parents, you're allergic to everything. Yeah, and continue on.
Well, yeah, I always struggled eating meat and was very picky with food, but it wasn't until I met a painting mentor of mine in my late teens that...
Did you say painting?
Yeah, I had an older gentleman that I used to go and see and I used to get to hang out with, and because I've been a painter since I was a little kid.
And his paintings are fantastic. I'm going to put some of his paintings... if I wasn't holding this with... Actually, how well are you at holding this? And I'll put... Yeah, and you're going to have to go back further. Oh, you get moving closer, that's it. And whilst you're telling us your story, I'm going to put your paintings up online. Yeah, shimmy in, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. And so when I was kind of starving at the time, living with my dad, and when I would go in for these painting sessions with my mentor, his wife would bring out these amazing dishes of food, and I was really kind of flabbergasted at the quality of this food. I'd never had anything like it, and I wasn't quite sure why I loved it so much, but it turned out they were vegetarian. and so I immediately made the transition at about age 18 to vegetarianism. But it wasn't until years later when I was with my first love that one day she came to me and said that she was going to go vegan, and I hadn't heard of veganism before. But immediately upon going vegan with my partner, I lost all this kind of skin inflammation and hay fever I used to have, which that was when my mother finally told me I was actually born allergic to dairy. And I'd been eating it my whole life.
She knew that, but she hadn't told you that.
She hadn't told me that. No, sorry, Mum.
Wow. Yeah. At what point did you take out the contract on her life? I mean,
so that was a big turnaround, and that was about 7 years ago now. So it's been a long road and a wondrous time. And I also started getting into organics, and I've been eating exclusively, well, at least when I buy my own food. And wherever I can, when I eat out, I always eat organic. But that's been going on for about 6 or 7 years also. And yeah, it's basically it. It was an instinctual transition, and also thanks to my first love that I took the vegan leap.
And she's a wonderful, wonderful first love too.
Yes.
because I know, yes, I know her as well. I don't mean that way. This is going all. Didn't mean biblically. Oh boy. Okay, you're getting tired of holding that because I'm very good at holding things with my left hand. I should do that in my. Okay, so hello guys, so cool to see you. Cool to see you too, Maurice. No. Maricel. And Brian Roberts. Brian, it's hard to hear him. Can you hear him better when he's not talking? Now, I've just shared on my timeline three of Jason's paintings, because not only is he a musician, he's also a painter. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now, whilst this is running, is I'm actually going to give you an opportunity to listen to how he sings, and which he does mostly with his mouth, because he found that the most effective way of singing. So what I'm going to do actually is share one of his YouTube videos to my timeline, and you'll have the opportunity to watch it now or never, but no, now or later after this video has finished. Let's just see if I can do this. Okay, Ivana has joined, and we're up and running. It's oh, there we go. When a river. No, it's very hard to get your song, so we just go this way. So, what else would you like to share about us about being vegan?
Well, I guess it's been quite difficult being vegan as a touring musician, I guess, because everywhere you play is usually a pub, and so they pay you less to perform, but they give you a giant bar tab and meals. But the meals, of course, are all steak and chips. And I don't.
Thanks, Ivana.
I don't drink alcohol either. So
yeah. So you have. How long have you not drunk alcohol for? Has that?
Since I was about 19, and I'm 28 this year.
Good man. Ladies, not only is this guy talented and humble and available. And he writes his own songs. And give you an idea of how talented he is, I've just shared one of my favourites of his songs, which is called "No Longer in Eden." Just put that on my timeline. Brian says he can hear you fine when you're closer, so that's good to know.
We do need more vegan catering, definitely.
Yeah. Good point. So I've just shared your song "No Longer in Eden," and I'll probably also share. This one?
The slide guitar.
Okay. With the slide guitar. I love his slide guitar work. It is impressive. I've just got to be careful sharing this because it's using up a lot of bandwidth. So we'll share this, and then we'll get rid of that. Okay. So that because it's saying the connection is weak. So So, what was I saying? So basically, because this is an unpaid advertisement for Jason being single and obviously requiring a lovely vegan lady in his life, and we know that we were talking about this earlier over the dinner, that there is a lot more vegan women than
Seems to be.
vegan guys, and I've noticed certainly here on the coast there is a lot of vegan women Jason's age. So, ladies, if you want a talented musician to go out with, this is just get in touch and I'll give you his number or something like that. but what I like about Jason is he's just so down to earth and he's so obviously talented, and it's just wonderful to know people like that. And we've got 10 people watching at the moment, or 9, so we're varying around there. We got up to 20 last week, so that wasn't too bad. So there, I've shared a couple of your songs on there and your paintings. So Jason's paintings and his songs are on my timeline now. You guys can check them out anytime you want after you've watched this video. So there was. Does anyone have? Well, obviously nobody's got any questions yet because I'd see them if they had them. So what I wanted to talk about is some of the things that's actually been coming up just recently, and one of them is the dairy industry. And actually, hang on, we have got a question here. We'll just interrupt this from Mel, and Mel is obviously asking you, not me. If there are so many vegan women to choose from, then why are you still single?
It's a mystery. I don't know.
It is a mystery. It is a mystery how. I mean, it's obvious why I would be single, but it's a mystery how Jason could manage to be single. But the question is, am I single? I don't know. How about it's complicated?
Because I live in Newcastle.
Oh yeah. That's how you stay single. You live in Newcastle. How can somebody with this much creativity live in Newcastle? It's just incredible. But Jason, you've got, when's your next gig? Let's talk about your gigs and that.
I'm going back to Newcastle, but I just did a few shows in Mullumbimby and in Yukai. Is it Yukai?
Yukai, yeah, beautiful. Yukai, you stayed there in Yukai a couple of nights or something?
Yeah, spectacular.
Yeah, beautiful scenery and just such a relaxed village, isn't it? It's
Definitely.
really nice. Now, Ivana asks, have you been a vegan a long time, or was it a gradual process? Now, it's 7 years, isn't it?
7 years. Yeah. I was vegetarian for about 3 years before that, and but I made the transition immediately when I was with my first love. She came to me and told me that she was going to try veganism, and I hadn't actually heard of it before at the time, but I went along with it straight away and definitely changed my life for the better.
I think it would be fair to say you would have done just about anything for her.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think it'd be fair to say that you probably did. So it's, you don't have any regrets there. You had a very nice long relationship with her.
Yeah.
And I don't know where she's not watching tonight. Why isn't she watching? What's the time over there in Hawaii?
Hawaii. Oh, yeah.
It's a different. Yeah, she's probably asleep. You'll have to watch this later. We won't say your name. Or unless you want to, you can. But anyway. 7 years, Ivana says 7 years is amazing. You should write a song about veganism.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually have things infused in my songs. Actually, I have quite a few songs where there's a lot of the poetry. Definitely is what would you say, referring to like environmental issues, and there's a song in particular I wrote called "Hell Is in Your Hands," and it's that's a very vegan song, so it is making its way in there. And Glenn should lip sync. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, okay, that's done. Well, we are as mentioned in one of our previous attempts at going live. We're working on a collaboration that should come to fruition sometime early next century, I think, or the century after that. But anyway, but yeah, talking about that you've infused some of the vegan themes or principles into some of your songs. What would be an example that would be one that you mentioned some names earlier of some of these songs, didn't you?
Yeah. A lot of them all kind of have. They're all singing about. Most of my songs feature some passages about nature and about spirituality and about harmony.
Jason's songs are almost meditative. I mean, his beautiful guitar work. and just the way that he brings his lyrics in with it, it's just you have to listen. I'll put a couple of songs on the timeline, and you'll get the feel of where his songs come from. They're absolutely beautiful. And just getting back to Ivana there, sorry to interrupt you, but he's thinking a song like similar to Cows with Guns.
Yes,
I think I heard that once or something, and I couldn't relate to the to the violence inherent in that title. So it was like, yeah. But yeah, have you heard that song?
Yes, I watched the film clip, I think, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Erica's watching and saying no sound there, but that's I don't know how long that. Hello, Erica. Oh, she can't hear us, but how long ago did that?
One of the old ones, maybe.
I think she might be. Let's see how.
Angry Cows.
Yeah, she's watching one of the earlier ones. Yeah, okay. She's not watching the current one. So, Angry Cows, yeah. I'd love to have a listen. Jason hasn't done an Angry Cows one because he didn't have a spare gun.
I'm not very angry either.
That's right. No, Jason is actually, no, he's the least most angry person I have ever met. I was going to say the second least, but no, you are actually the Dalai Lama is second. But Jason is definitely, and the Dalai Lama could learn a few. He should be watching tonight. I mean, his real name, by the way, the Dalai Lama's real first name is Bruce. So Bruce, if you're listening, if you're out there, I think you need to listen to a few of Jason's songs because I believe you still eat meat. And that's yeah. Were you aware of that?
That's a shame.
That is yeah. Yes. Oh, Ivana, Jason looks and sounds very laid back. He's so laid back, he's fallen over. But luckily tonight he got back up so that we could see him on the camera. Maybe it's better if I get him.
Thank you, Ivana.
Yeah. Nice voice and great art. Acrylic or watercolor?
Oil actually.
Oil
paints. One of those photos is acrylic, the bottom left, but the other two are oils.
Okay, so hang on, the bottom left. This one here.
Yeah.
That was. Did you say it was a watercolor?
That one's acrylic.
Oh, that's acrylic. The other two are
oil on canvas.
Nice. They're beautiful. They're very nice. Yeah, you've got some talent there. It's just
Thank you.
There's this much talent in one room. I mean, how did we even fit into the room with it? Anyway, Robert's joined it now. Robert is a very, very funny man with quick wit, and if he can't come up with something here,
exciting.
That's Can you do a cappella?
I'd be way too terrified.
Okay.
I'm pretty self-conscious about it.
I think I knew her sister.
No. Nelly wants to know how old I am. I'm 27.
Yeah.
Turning 28 in November.
He is we should do one of those things, and Jason is a Scorpio. And you know how they do those introductions,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and Jason is a Scorpio, and I can't remember what the rest of it is. But, Brooke, nice of you to join us. Very nice. So, yes, okay. So we were talking earlier. I made some reference to the fact that I might have just slightly hinted at the fact that Jason was single. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, ladies, check him out when he's playing his next gig, because how often do you come up here? I mean, you're Newcastle-based. You come up here, well, fairly regularly, every few months or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I try to. It's a long way.
Yes.
It's expensive.
Yes, yeah, that's right. And, I mean, your car's, seen better days. So, Robert Hunt, song requests. What do you want? Are you going to sing them?
I don't have a guitar.
Yeah, can you believe this?
Or a piano.
He came along tonight without any instruments. All I've got's my claves, and I mean, you can't do a lot with them.
I'm on Gold Coast time.
That's true. He's even more laid back than he normally is, which is... So do you travel on the road a lot?
I try to, yeah. Every few months, pretty much. I go to Melbourne or I come up here, and I will be coming up here a lot more often, though.
Because he's hoping to meet an incredibly stunning, Gold Coast-based, available vegan woman in her 20s who will appreciate him for his artwork and his musical talents and will go, this guy is so cool. Janine's joined us. Hello, Janine. Thank you for joining us. So, are you going to sing for us? That's a good. How are we going to do that without?
No, not without an instrument.
Not without an instrument. You hate being put in the spot in the Nickos, don't you? Maybe on another occasion, but check out his videos because yes, he does sing very very nicely with it. Just it's all good. What snacks do you take with you? That's a good question.
Oh well,
good. Yeah.
I usually pack some Pana chocolate.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Yeah. Does it even do you even make it out of the driveway before you've eaten it?
It doesn't last for very long.
Guess what? He's been snacking on tonight, guys. What would he have been? What have I been? Have you got it? What'd you do with it? Yeah, which is our product placement again. Oh, look, a Cliff Bar. What did you think of that?
Delicious.
Yes. Black vegan. Oh, a song, Black Vegan Woman instead of Black Magic Woman. Oh, that's good. That's good. That. Apologies, my mobile data is struggling with all this vegan data. Chica Marie. Oh, look at that. Melly told me to come here to meet my future boyfriend. This has become I've become a pimp or something. I think I was going to say it's become a pimp show or something. Pana chocolate, yes, OMG, that's right, OMG, yeah, it's pretty good.
The orange flavour in particular.
It's almost as good as Cliff Bars.
Yes, or Loving Earth chocolate too.
Yes, that's good, yes, yeah.
I tend to take a lot of chocolate and not much else, but at Oliver's, that new chain on the highway, that health kind of more
here
healthy
on the coast, or
on the up the coast and down. There's next to service stations. There's Oliver's Market or something they call it, and they sell a bit of vegan stuff.
Yes,
now. You can get vegan chocolate smoothies.
I've heard about them. A friend was going to take me there, and it never didn't happen. But
and maybe some nuts, sandwiches, things like that.
Slacks Creek. That's Natalie. You're spot on. That's where it was. Slacks Creek. We were going to go there. I insisted on Loving Hut instead, and I won. And anyway, you're welcome. What was the you're welcome for, Mel? For the Chica Marie thing, right? Okay, Chica Marie. So okay, to meet your future boyfriend, Chica, you need to be. Shall I say where we're going to be tomorrow night?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Tomorrow night, we're going to be at Mandela's for the all-you-can-eat pizza. Probably about 6 p.m, I think, is what we're going to aim for. So, yes, this is a public, invitation. Public announcement. Public invitation. I haven't done any I haven't done any vegan life and you've got to do the Go Vegan one. Yeah, there we go. Right, it's got the mugs. We should be, like they do on the Tonight Show, whatever it was. Okay, so we're going to be at Mandela's tomorrow night for the all-you-can-eat pizza for $20. We'll be there at 6 o'clock. So come along and meet Jason. He won't be performing. He'll just be stuffing his gob. Okay, Loving Hut's better, Natalie. Yeah.
Where's Loving Hut?
Loving Hut. It's about an hour's drive north. It's on the way to Brisbane. It's what's the suburb? I've forgotten the suburb. Somebody tell me the suburb. Anne joined us. Thanks for joining us, Anne. Loving Hut's better. Mitchell joined us. So how did you and Harry meet? We have a mutual friend who isn't actually watching tonight, I don't think, because she hasn't come online that I've seen. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, that's it. And I love the lookout there, which I only discovered last month for the first time, the Malcolm lookout. Okay, I kind of have to now. What, Chica, are you coming along tomorrow night? Yes, good, done. Okay, and so how do we meet? Yes, so we have a mutual friend who is Jason. Jason's ex-girlfriend's sister.
Yeah, my first love.
Yes, Jason's first love. His sister. Her sister. You see the look in my face. That's like her sister. Her sister is a very good friend of myself and also of you too, because she's. Where the hell are you, Steph? You should be watching it. We're praising you here. Come online and where's your mum? Your mum was watching our earlier thing. Where's she gone? And where's your family? Anyway, wonderful. Steph's a wonderful person and a beautiful soul. And
met at Mandela's. for pizza.
True,
Just
true.
like tomorrow
Actually,
night.
that's true. Steph, I was going out to dinner with Steph and her partner Maddie, and she said, "Oh, I'm bringing my mate Jace along," and I just met you there and just went, "Hey, what a cool!" Obviously, slightly, mentally retarded, but what a but what I overlooked that. I'm very, I'm very tolerant. I overlooked that, and and then when I saw what he was capable of doing, singing and music performing when he's had his medication, then I realised that he was a cool dude. So he is. He's a great. If he was a woman, I'd marry him. But or her. If you were a woman, I'd marry you. That's right. You'd have to get rid of the beard. Okay, cool. So have fun. Sing for us before he leaves for Newey. Well, I wonder
could happen.
if you brought. Yeah. Well, how could we? Yeah. Well, yeah. We could live stream from Mandela's. Seeing as I'm good friends with the owner, I mean, if you could bring your guitar along and sit out in the court. Yeah, they do that actually. Yeah. We'll see what we. Okay. See what we can come up with for maybe for tomorrow night.
Favorite vegan slogan.
Oh, do you have one?
I just love the whole concept of harmony. Basically, that's kind of my religion.
Harmony. So that's nice because I was thinking ahimsa, right, which is my favourite word, and that's fitting in with the compassion and the kindness and the harmony. It is harmony, respect for all life. So that's fitting in with that. Because my other slogan was, "Listen, you snotty-nosed little bastards, go vegan." But it doesn't roll off the tongue quite as eloquently, and it doesn't have quite the. It's a little bit of a rougher one, So harmony.
Yep,
harmony is good. That would be probably the name of your new girlfriend.
It's a beautiful name.
It is, isn't it? It's beautiful. It is. It's a beautiful name. So I'm just watching the on the computer here, all the notifications popping up, and it does appear that we've had. Janine loves your paintings. She said they're amazing.
Thank you.
And we're just looking at. I actually might reload this to see what's happening there. Adam, ahimsa, Adam. I work with Adam, so very nice of you to join us.
Adam, what Ivana said too. Animals are my friends. I don't eat my friends.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Spot on.
Why love one and eat another? I used to like.
Why love one and eat another? Yeah. The greenhouse. They've got the new slogan: "Cruelty free and killing it," which is.
Yeah.
But they have another slogan they're using now, which is a little bit better than that. Because I wasn't particularly happy with that. Wow, they are beautiful. Such talent. People love your paintings. Look at that. So yeah. So hey, talent. This talent available talent. Oh man, I can't plug anyone anymore. Yeah. So that's my cup in a vegan life. So it should be interesting tomorrow night if anyone wants to come along and you can hear Jason maybe strum a little bit or something. You don't mind doing that if they're happy to do that at Mandela's tomorrow night?
Sure. Yeah.
Not for the whole room, I'm saying, but just maybe whip out the guitar for the table or something.
I'd be pretty terrified, but.
This is what gets me about this bloke. I mean, he performs live, but he'd be terrified to play for a couple of people at a table.
That's true.
Need more TV airtime, I think. I missed the paintings. Can we see them again? The paintings are on my timeline now, so just have a look and you will see them there. Vegan ads. Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah, we need more vegan ads. Thanks, Jason. It's at Merrick. Jason, I didn't even know you joined us. Funny how some people join us and I don't see the notification come up, and other people I do, so... But I can actually like that here, see? Or I can like it there. Definitely need more airtime there. And see, I can go back through here. Anyway, I should have been doing that as it's... When I've got the camera mounted up high, where it didn't want to work tonight at all, then I can't reach it, so I have to do it off here. And it's a delayed response down here. So, But you can get an idea of what the quality is looking for. It's a little bit pixelated by looking there, but it's not too bad. So.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crazy if we put this up and try and get dual audio. There you go.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah. It's scary. Okay. Right, back to here. Sorry, we're neglecting people here. Okay. Third time worked a charm. This was the fourth time.
The fifth, actually.
Was it the fifth?
Fifth?
Yeah. This included multiple reboots of the phone. The phone decided to reboot itself several times. I think it doesn't like being mounted on the tripod above the heat of the computer, because it's not that there's that much heat, but I think it may have been affecting it. There may have been just enough warmth coming off the top of the vents of the computer to put the phone into crazy mode. So, crikey. Yes. I don't even know what we're crikeying for. So, have we got any other questions out there, folks, that you want to ask Jason? Because Jason will only be here on the coast another couple of nights. We'll be at Mandela's tomorrow night. Wednesday night, Greenhouse, yes. Wednesday night. So you've got 2 opportunities to catch up with Jason if you're an absolutely stunning vegan female.
Or anybody.
Or anyone. I mean, you don't have to want to marry him. You can just appreciate good music with themes of nature and Ibris has given us a very positive thing. Hang on, I've just got to go back and I've missed some here. It can be a bit tricky sometimes. Yes. I'm really enjoying this video. It's so good to know more and more people are becoming vegan around the world. I'm new in this beautiful city, Brisbane. I'm from Venezuela and have 3 years being vegan. One of the best decisions of my life. That's also one of the best posts tonight too.
Yeah,
thank you for that. That was Ibris. That was beautiful post. Thank you. Will you be coming to Melbourne again?
Yeah, I was only down there a couple months ago, so I will be back soon. I play down there quite often, and I go to Young Greens and the Veggie Bar all the time.
Okay, and what are they like? They're good?
They're pretty good, yeah.
Melly is asking what time would be at Greenhouse. I'd say, let's see, on Wednesday. It would probably be 6-ish, I think. I should be able to make 6 or 6:30 at the latest, but I'll say 6 for the moment, and I can update the time on the timeline.
Chick is going to come to Greenhouse instead.
Fine. And in fact, you could probably bring a guitar there too, depending on maybe. Well, I know you could. Whether you feel comfortable play there or not, it's up to you. But the girls would be fine with it. So, so Chick is coming along to Greenhouse instead. Ivana's going to be. Where are you going to be, Ivana? You're in Melbourne. I don't think you're going to be at Greenhouse. He ate at Yong's a couple of weeks ago. So Yong's is pretty good.
Yong's
sounds
it's fully
Chinese.
Vegan. Yeah,
Asian.
I think, but the Veggie Bar's only partly vegan, so I do prefer to go to Yong's, and Yong's has a lot of organic in the selection too.
Okay, so are you like me in that if you've got a 100% vegan place, you'll go there. Yeah. This is a great thing about the coast. I mean, we've now got a new one in Surface, which takes us up to I think 7 or 8 100% vegan places.
Yeah.
Let's rattle them off. Okay, so we've got Greenhouse, Mandela's, Easy House, Tianran, Govinda's Surface. That's 5. Feed the Earthlings, 6. 7th one would be the new one that's open in Surface, which I still don't know the name of. So that's 7.
That's amazing.
That's 7. Out of them, there are Rawthentic in Tweed Heads. What was that?
I was just waving to Chica. She said her name's actually Chantel.
Excellent, Chantel. Well, my name's actually Bob. So that's, and there's the Rawthentic, which is all raw food at Tweed Heads. But that's only open 4 days a week. So some of these places are limited, like in their opening hours. Feed the Earthlings is.
We have 2 vegan restaurants in Newcastle now.
100% vegan?
Which is a huge thing, yeah. One of them does a lot of kind of mock meat burgers and things, and it's pretty good. And then the other one's a fully raw restaurant called Raw Temple. And,
okay.
And they use a lot of organic food, so that's pretty big news for Newcastle to have 2 vegan restaurants.
That does sound. I mean, that's amazing.
It's a very conservative town.
Yeah. That's great.
It's growing.
I see Steph actually just liked your paintings online there. So maybe she probably can't stream live or something. But your paintings now have got 5 people liking them, and that's good. And I mean, they are amazing. So nobody's listened to your songs yet, but anyway, they will. And I'll put some more up there. So 2 vegan places in Newcastle. Wow. Actually, it's funny because down there, Sydney doesn't have that many compared to Melbourne and Adelaide and the coast. Even Brisbane now has got like 5 100% vegan places that I know of. Wow. And even the Sunshine Coast has got 4 now that I know of. So it's growing.
Sydney has a few, I think.
4G dongle, good for streaming. Well, I'm actually going through Wi-Fi, so that's, Ivana, so that should have worked, shouldn't it? Sydney sucks food-wise. How do you suck food? I mean, is that like, do you need a big straw?
Chantel wants to know
where are the paintings? Chantel, on my timeline, just above this streaming video, or below it, or Kieran.
Hey, Kieran.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Kieran. Where's the rest of the family? Or are you separate from them at the moment or something?
Might be, yeah.
Yeah, she could be too, yeah. Kieran, we were waiting to see if... can you post the vegan places in Newcastle? I'll be down later in the year to visit family. Would love to try them.
Definitely.
Natalie has asked. So, yes, in fact, if you want to type them in, where are we? This is our current live stream here. Yeah. Type them in now. And this is our technical department. Okay. Chantel is going searching for your paintings, which people like. And... Raw Temple. Oh, that's a good name, Raw Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one is called...
And I'm making no claims that this spelling is correct. And he's just typing the address. The first one's called Raw Temple. It's in Beaumont Street, Hamilton. And the other is called what? Bontavera?
Bontavera, yeah.
In
Minmai.
Minmai.
It's about 20 minutes outside of the city of Newcastle.
Okay. Sounds like a disease you get if you've been hanging with the wrong people or something. You go to the doctor, he says, you've got Minmai. Oh, fuck, really?
Minmai.
Oh, yes. Damn it. And I was wearing gloves. I had all the protection. I mean, okay, so I'll check out Ivana. Ivana is actually, his name's Ivan, so I'm going to call him Ivan. Ivan, check out your post with the songs and so forth. Good, do that. You will love it. He talent. I love it. Have you thought about doing a live vegan cooking demo? Okay. Well, see, I don't know if you're aware. Last year I did a series of Raw Harry cooking videos here in the kitchen with myself and my friend who's now gone to India. And what I've been suggesting is actually doing them live instead of doing them, recorded and then editing them later. So I hadn't actually thought of doing them live. So thank you for that idea, Ivan. I'm still a little bit dubious about live because it's so not. Oh, see, she's seen your paintings, yeah. It's so fickle, if that's the right word. The live streaming, it's so unreliable. It's so unreliable. That's it. The live streaming is that's what Ivan meant. Yeah, doing it live. It's just so unreliable. Look at the trouble we had last week. I started at 9:30. I streamed for an hour. It was fine, and after an hour, it gave up for some reason. Tonight, it took us you counted 5 attempts, multiple reboots of the phone. I threw it in the swimming pool twice. I went and got a different phone altogether. No, I didn't. I'm still using the same phone, but it was temperamental. Yes, Ivan, it was temperamental, extremely so. So, technology. Poof, I'm hearing you, sister. And as it's turned out, the only way to get it to work is to hold it in my hand. And I'm not doing any more jokes about that because I've worn that joke right out. Actually, that was a joke in itself. I've worn that joke. Anyway. I crack myself up. I'm so hilarious. I'll drink to that. And so what did they put in my water tonight? It's probably water. Here's to a good vegan life. Back to uni work supported with vegan branding.
Bye, Kieran.
Kieran, thanks for joining us briefly in any case, and say hello to the family down there. Well, that's what you wanted to say. Tell her to say that. and yes,
brownie.
Oh yeah, brownie. Yeah. There's markets, Sunday markets here. and this is going to be some free advertising for Marcy Foods, who I don't get any endorsements from, unlike what was that bar you had before?
Oh, yeah,
the Cliff. Unlike the Cliff Bar, every time that goes up there, another $10, another $10. Oh, that's good. I love how this works. Unlike the Cliff Bar, but here's a free endorsement for talking about brownies. This is a segue into Marcy Foods, who is at the Miami Organic Markets every Sunday, or at least usually, unless she knows I'm coming and then she hides. But and she does vegan brownies that'll knock your socks off. So basically, go there without socks on, because otherwise, it's a waste of time after, because you'll leave and you won't find them. And so definitely worth trying her brownies. They're about $6 each, or you buy a packet of 4 for $22 or something, and you can heat them up later or something. So Ivan says, so what are you using to do this live feed? Well, I'm using my LG V10, and then it's going through my Wi-Fi to try and get a better connection. Although I keep saying the connection is weak, so it's going to be a little bit pixelated down there. But Blueberry Crisp. Like Tracy likes your songs? Yes. All right. That's good.
Thank you, Tracy.
There might be a way, I just figured there might be a way of actually getting better feed, would be if I turned off the Wi-Fi to the computer temporarily. Joanne Littleford has joined us. Thank you. But at the moment, this is showing that it's streaming okay, because we're not getting up until when I said that. So if I go to here, which is notifications up there, and if I turn off my, can't even find it. Can't even find Wi-Fi on my computer. It's the one that looks like a Wi-Fi thing.
Oh, is it touchscreen?
Yeah, it's touchscreen. Yeah, it's all the technology, of course. I don't think I bother, because it's still all right there. Do you have a tin roof that can interfere with reception? I've actually got a tin head. So don't worry about the roof. Yes, do have a tin roof, but we are literally, we're less than 10 feet from the router. In fact, when I started this video feed, I had hair, but we're so close to the router that it's all fallen off because of the Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, okay. And hey, right back to you, Joanne. And Ivan says, there you go, looks real clear. Oh, good, excellent. Well, we'll watch this, or I'll watch this later on the reruns, the sports reruns. Yeah. We're getting lots of laughs here. So somebody other than myself thought my jokes were funny. So that's pretty amazing. So you're getting worn out there, or what?
No, I'm good.
No, you enjoying it? You having fun?
Yep.
Yeah. We've averaged between about 10 to 13 people tonight. I got up to 20 people last week. So it just proves that you're not particularly popular, basically. But what we have had the opportunity to tell people is to come along tomorrow night to Mandela's and join us for some vegan pizza, all you can eat, $20, and we'll be there at 6 p.m. And then Wednesday night at a greenhouse, the new greenhouse, at 6 p.m. as well, and with some possibility that Jason may bring a guitar along at one or neither of those places, and he may or may not play at. And if he doesn't, well, you'll just have to look at his songs on YouTube. Now, you lived in Canada for 2 years, didn't you?
2 years.
And you were vegan at the time there as well, weren't you? Yeah. How was that? Was about 3 years ago or something, was it?
Yeah, 2 years. And
how was the vegan Vancouver? Yeah, how was it over there?
Vancouver and Vancouver Island have vegan restaurants. And
excellent. You almost sounded surprised when you said that.
Well, yeah. when I landed there, I thought I'd landed in vegan heaven. There was vegan options everywhere, and there was fully organic vegan raw restaurants. 2 of them in Vancouver.
Excellent.
And there was plenty of vegan food to go around. It was phenomenal.
Oh, that's great. Now Adam says, I think a cow puppet sidekick would be cool. That's actually, thank you, Adam. That's actually a good suggestion for when I don't have a guest. Because I couldn't find the puppet, I got Jason in instead tonight. and you'll notice that my hand is not connected to him in any way. It's very important that that I stress this because I don't want viewers getting the wrong idea. No, he must play. No possibility. You must play. They're actually they're putting you. Well, how much are you guys paying? Melbourne is perfect for vegans. That's good to know. Yeah. And I'm going to like that post, and I liked your post, Adam. That was pretty good. So, southeastern suburbs here. What of Melbourne? Joanne must be in. Yeah, Melbourne, right? So Joanne and Ivan are both in Melbourne. So now they're going to chat amongst themselves, and we'll just be left here going dum 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 dum. So, have you also, while we're still managing to have this technology work and not time out, have you caught up with any of the media news about the dairy farmers and how they're struggling and all the rest? Have you seen any of that this week or last week?
I think I saw a post of my mother's actually saying "poor farmers."
Oh, so she was supporting them, was she?
Yeah.
I've shared quite a lot of stuff for guys that want to. Well, you've probably been following it, but if you haven't, I've shared some stuff in the last couple of days. One today, which I think summed it up. If I just scroll down to it, wasn't that long ago. Wow, there was many attempts to get this feed to work, wasn't there? I see about 5. There you go. And the meme basically says, share if you would pay an extra $1 for soy milk to help dairy farmers transition out of the death dairy industry and into plant-based milk crops and retire the cows to green pastures.
Amen.
Yeah. Now that's a bit of harmony there. See, that's true harmony if you could do that.
Yeah.
And some interesting comments. I think somebody said, if it was on this one, I think somebody said that it wouldn't happen. Basically, that's And I'm saying, well, I've come across that before, and sort of almost the giving up, sort of like, oh, it won't happen, so we won't even try. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, no, you've got to try. You don't know whether it's really going to happen or not. And if you don't try it, it's definitely not going to happen. So this is the point I wanted to make in relation to that. No milk on shelves is a good thing. Farmers will live. That's what Natalie said. Yes. So you've got to try. Because I've been vegan this is my 36th year being vegan. It would be very easy for me to have at some point in my journey to have sort of felt that way too, and because I was the only person I knew following this lifestyle for quite a long time. So it would have been very easy for me to be discouraged and to say, oh, well, it's not making any difference in the world, or, it's just me and all that. But, that's the beauty of it now, is that there has been, what I've seen in my eyes in the last few years, so much awareness through social media. Have you noticed that? There's just so much information being shared, and so many great memes and so many restaurants, documentaries, scientific knowledge that's coming through, archaeological evidence that's coming through about the Romans, that they were on a plant-based diet, the gladiators were on a plant-based diet. There's all this, all this stuff. It just, every week I read things, I just go, this is amazing. So you have to try for sure, Ivan. That is right, Ivan. And Joanne says, too many think like that. Too many think like that, including her partner. Well, I'm sorry that your partner thinks like that. But, this is what Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. And it's one of those wonderful quotes that just has resonated over the decades with many different people. And, if we're not the change, if we don't put the effort in, then sure, it's going to be the disaster that it is now, But there are people like, I've had the chance to catch up with James Aspey a few times, and have a meal with him and just chat to him a bit. And, he's he's a lot like you, very calm, down to earth. And when he talks to people, it's really fantastic the way that he doesn't judge people. He realised he was on the same as everyone else. And he changed, and he realised that people are brought up with a certain status quo, and they think that that's the way things should be, and they haven't been educated otherwise, So
understanding,
So there's a lot of compassion. And have you watched any of his speeches now? A lot of compassion in that, and he's so he really touches people, I think, on a very real level, So Caveman thing is outdated and not correct. That's exactly right. It is. Yes, because, yes, I have read that it is not correct because the tools that they had were used for hunting, for gathering. They call them hunter-gatherers. Cavemen very seldom actually hunted. Apparently, they usually, chopped grassy things or whatever. Technical descriptions? Come here. I've got them. I've got grassy things. They chopped grassy things. Gordon Bennett. He's vegan. He thinks like you. Which one? Oh, you mean, are we talking about James, Joanne, when you said he's vegan and he thinks like you? It's all about change in education, Ivan has said, and that is correct. It is all about change in education. So, I think, well, we have 7 viewers who have hung around, so that's not too bad. And we've been going for how long now? The vegan hour, which took about 4 hours to get us up and running. And is this going to tell us how long it's been? 54 minutes? Really?
Yeah, wow.
Did we? Okay. So, the partner's vegan. And Brooke Lee has joined us. Nice of you to join us, Brooke. We've been just working out how long we've been going and how much long we're going to go for. We've been going for an hour, or nearly an hour, but this will be on my timeline along with the other 57 earlier failed attempts to get this working. And it's a wrap. Ivan's saying it's a wrap. Well, no, we'll just see. Was there anything else while you're up here on the coast? And you've got the opportunity to just say anything with your music or with your vegan stuff. Or did we find out where your next gig? Have you got your next gig booked in?
Not for up here, but I guess I'd just like to say that hopefully everyone can come along to Mandala's tomorrow night or Greenhouse Wednesday night. I'd love to meet everybody, and because I have very few vegan friends, especially
if you're an eligible vegan woman who appreciates a talented, humble bloke. And also, Jason will be there too. Okay, I can't believe I didn't think to say that earlier. Okay, I was actually being serious the whole time and promoting you. Incredible. So tomorrow, so once again, any political party to vote for? Yes. Good question, Joanne. The Animal Justice Party, my mate Paul Bevan is running for the Senate, one of the two, him and Zaid Watson, I think is his surname, if I remembered correctly, running for the Senate ticket here in Queensland for the, well, if it's Senate, is it Queensland or is it federal? Shows you, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check that. But anyway, that's on July the 2nd, I think it is, for the election. Not June the 2nd, July the 2nd. And the Animal Justice Party, I have shared on my timeline this afternoon some information about them. So if you just scroll down past, there we go, past the photos of the food we had tonight, wow, which has had 18 likes and 1 share. Fantastic. Who's sharing our food and pictures? Oh, Priscilla did. Thank you, Priscilla. So if you have a look at my timeline, underneath the food pics and the pics with Jason tonight, you will see the information about the Animal Justice Party. And just to read one of the things that they say there, it is more than 70% of issues that come before Australian parliaments have implications for animals who have no voice in the political system. That is, no voice in the political system. Join the party, get involved, vote 1, the Animal Justice Party. And underneath that is another more complicated graph that actually shows you all the political parties and where they stand on supporting independent Office of Animal Welfare, supporting ban on live animal exports, and supporting a ban on the commercial killing of kangaroos. So that's an interesting meme to have a look at as well. Will you be taking pics when you're at Mandela's? Hey, Ivan. Hey, you even have to ask that. I mean, face palm. I mean, really? Come on. Shouldn't the question be
how many photos?
Well, that could it could be how many, or will it be possible for you to not take pictures when you're eating food? Will it be possible for you to not do a live stream when you're going to the toilet? Will it be, that's what you should be asking. I haven't done that yet. Brooke Lee says, thanks for the tip. Of course he will. Yes, of course I will. Dumb question, Ivan. Yes. Good. So, yes, we'll be taking pics and what else? And possibly, if he plays something, there might even be a live feed in. But geez, I'm setting you up for this, aren't I? Yeah, I hate it. Anyway, guys, I don't want to wear out my welcome because that's how I ruined my first 3 marriages. So, oh God. No toilet photos, please. Actually, Natalie, it's funny. She says the toilet photos. I have taken photos of the toilets at Greenhouse because, and you'll know why when you go there.
Okay.
When you go there, even if you don't need to go to the toilet, go in and have a look, and you'll know why. Because
really?
it's the only it's the only time I've ever seen vegan toilets. The wallpaper with all vegan slogans and all that. It's cool. It is cool.
That's very cool.
Live music feed. Ivan's liking the idea. Okay, so we'll do a live music feed from the toilets. Yeah, see, Chantel says the toilet is amazing. See, she's been in the toilet there. She knows it. Ivan's trying to get rid of us. Is it? It's a wrap. He's saying, yeah, okay. We've the toilets are amazing. Brooke, yes, I have photos. Brooke, there you go. I'm not the only I'm not the only person who's taken photos of the toilets.
Wow,
isn't that amazing? So. Okay,
well,
I'll wrap. Ivan doesn't want us to wrap. What do you want us to go a bit longer? I have been now. I want to see a toilet. I've never been. I want to see a toilet photo. I'd have to find it. I could find it later and post it. It's in my. It's in amongst 8 million food photos. You know, it's not going to be easy to find because anyway. Yeah, and so I think I've said everything I wanted to say tonight. I've had a lot of fun. We had a wonderful meal tonight, prepared by my PA. Wasn't it great stuff? Eh? It was baked veggies and a beautiful salad with a vegan mayonnaise. There's some photos of that on the timeline. And you got a chance to meet my elusive PA, and because she gets mentioned often on Facebook, but doesn't actually get shown very often. But you got a chance to meet her. Yeah. So we had a wonderful meal, and we've shared some laughs, and you've really enjoyed it, haven't you?
I've loved it.
It's been good. So yeah, and I've enjoyed having your company along. So it's really good. Next time you're up, what we're going to do is we're going to get the whole gang in here. It'll be you, and we'll try and get Steph to come in as well, and maybe Matty, and see how many people we can cram into my little office here. Originally, just as a sideline, as I'm going out on this video, Chantel, it was great hanging out with you guys too. We were going to originally film this from my lounge, and I have lighting set up and the tripod set up down there. And the reason for that was I didn't think we'd fit everything frame it in quite as well here in the office. But we've done a video before this live video, so we're going to put that up later. But basically, we filmed a video in here and we went, hey, the lighting here is good. So we decided to do the live feed from here. So it has been great having you guys join us. We've got 11 people here now. So we're going to do you've been learning the Live Vegan and Prosper signal. Yeah. That's it. He does it with the thumb out. I'm doing it with the thumb up because originally that was how it was in Star Trek. So I'm doing it like this. So Live Vegan and Prosper, guys. Thanks for joining me. Every Monday night, 9 p.m. It's the Vegan Hour. Even if it takes a little while to get it going. It was fun, Ivan. Yes, it was fun. And now for a vegan jingle. Can you do a vegan jingle? We're happy little vegans. We're happy. Well, I'm little, and he's not quite as little.
In a jingle, perfect.